Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me on another episode of AceYo. My name is T. Here we are at a very, very late night unboxing. You can see right now it is midnight, and that's how important you guys are to me. I'm doing a midnight unboxing. Wife's in bed, baby's asleep, but I have a package to unbox. I think this package is from AceYo, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So this is how it came. In this sort of bag package thing. It's from China, so that's why I'm assuming it's from AceYo. They contacted me on Instagram, asked if I was interested in taking a look at a couple of their yo-yos. Like I've said a million times, Tokyo is not a business. I'm not in this to make money or make a profit. I'm just in this for the passion, and I just like look at these things and give my opinions on them. So it was really nice for AceYo to reach out to me like that. It's a little bit loose. I hope they're okay. The box itself is sealed well. Let's go ahead and cut from here, I guess. Be very careful, make sure I'm not cutting anything. Okay. Alright, looks like we've got maybe 3 yo-yos in here. Pink string here. Got 1 yo-yo, 2 yo-yos, the 3rd yo-yo. Actually, when I unbox these, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so you guys can get a better look. So I guess let's take a look at this one first. So AceYo boxes. Boxes are a little bit crunched up. I'm hoping the yo-yos are okay. Whoa. So I believe this is the signature yo-yo of Verka Kamenska, who is one of the team members on AceYo. And this is a really cool engraving in here. This is really neat. In the cup here it says AceYo Merker. And then I think this is a bimetal. I'm pretty sure it's blasted inside here. And then these are some weight rings on the outside, stainless steel, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I can't get over this engraving. This is really cool looking. You don't see a lot of yo-yos that look like that. Let's take a look at this one next. Whoa, that is pretty cool looking. So it's all glossy all the way around. This is the, oh, okay, so this is the gravitation. I guess this is the gravitation 2, I'm guessing. So I have the AceYo gravitation, as I've made a review of it before. This one's got some cool like racing stripe thing going on here. Extremely glossy, extremely flashy. Very cool looking yo-yo, almost like a mirror finish, like a polish to it. So I'm not sure how this will be for grinds, but looks like it has a much deeper dimple for finger spins than the original gravitation had, so it might be easier to achieve those. Very cool purple and pink and blue fade finish here, very beautiful. And last, let's look at this one. It's pink, so you know I like it already. Whoa. Wow, okay. This is really cool looking. Okay, so I just looked it up. This is the Hypocrisy Max L, I believe. So it's got this amazing pink body in here, blasted really nicely. The inside, it's got another one of these killer engravings, just like the Merker did. I don't know how he does these. You can't really even feel these engravings. It's really cool how that was done. And you've got this sort of center area where the axle goes. It's actually kind of a narrow throw a bit. It is a bimetal, I'm guessing. I mean, I'm assuming these must be weight rings here. Pink and gold, very nice combination together. God, these are beautiful yo-yos. You can see from the camera here, the shine on this gold rim is incredible. So I'm gonna give all 3 of these a quick throw and then we'll finish up. Okay, so there's your playtest. Frankly, I'm pretty blown away by these. AceYo, I think, is one of those companies that's not that well known right now. A lot of people who have had their yo-yos before or played their yo-yos are pretty much into them. And besides that, you don't see them popping up too much. I do see a lot of their stuff on Instagram, which is really cool. But honestly, all three of these yo-yos are really cool. So I do have an older version of the Gravitation. This is, I guess, the new one. It's glossy, which will turn some people off. The grinds aren't really that spectacular. As you can see, I had some trouble with finger spins as well. I don't really have any kind of fingernails, so that may be kind of a problem. This is deeper, this little groove, than on previous Gravitations. At least it feels deeper, so maybe if I have a bit more of a nail, that'll make it a little easier to hit finger spins. But the play of the yo-yo, the smoothness of it, the look of it, I think is really cool. There's something to be said for a glossy yo-yo. They just look really incredible, especially in the sun when you take these outside. Oh man, these things shine beautifully. Next was the AceYo Merker. So this was the signature model that I mentioned earlier. It's got this unique kind of flared out shape that I've mentioned before that's popular with bimetals, where it kind of curves up instead of going straight up. So it's kind of like a, I guess you could say, a sloped V. I love this engraving. You can't really feel it at all, which is pretty cool. I don't know how they did that, but that's really cool. The black on black is neat. I like the white engraving. It's pretty much like a unique look for yo-yo. And again, this is like a bimetal. It's nice to see bimetals that aren't all made for like flash and kind of like this explosive, impactful look. I like the simplicity of a black on black. And this neat artistic laser engraving, whatever it is a cool design choice. And then the Hypocrisy Max, if you're talking about flash, you know, you've got this really glossy cup area in the center with this crazy engraving that's really neat. The center area, which is nice and thin, but it is blasted, and then these big gold blingy rims. This felt very similar to the Wolfgang, in my opinion, and I don't just say that because it's got the pink blasted color. This is a little bit like more of a, I don't know how to say it, it's like a baby pink than the Wolfgang, which is more like a rose pink, like a rose gold pink kind of thing. But it felt very similar to the Wolfgang in play and how it spins, and also how it's catchable, because it is slightly organic. It's, I guess you could say it's sort of like an H hybrid shape. It's got this cut near the rim, and actually now I'm noticing the bimetal rings also have these little multifaceted cuts, which are pretty cool. But this thing played very similar to me to the Wolfgang. Like, it felt very close to that, especially in like hand feel. And yeah, there you have it. So that's the AceYo unboxing. Thanks again to AceYo for sending me these to take a look at. These are really cool. I'm going to be putting out full videos on these later. First look, first impressions, I've really enjoyed them, and frankly, I'm pretty surprised. I mentioned this in the Osiris unboxing as well, in the review as well. The smoothness of these yo-yos, especially from these smaller brands, these independent brands, the feeling of like quality control is really high, and it's really nice to see companies like AceYo and Osiris and other companies like that really working hard to make their quality control high and make sure that their yo-yos play as good as they possibly can. You don't feel like these are cutting corners. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment, a subscription. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a nice evening. And yep, time for me to go to bed. And sayonara.